I think the creative program has done well in keeping the culture alive and figuring out ways to sort of mimic what the culture that we have so that it's virtual. The weekly tea has been going on for a very long time. As you first beginning to even think about joining the creative writing program family, you start going into teas. And basically we just hang out for an hour.
With tea, that is something that John, the other graduate research assistant, and I host every single week, facilitate the conversation, and really encourage people to kind of just take a moment and enjoy.
The sense of community really has to do with especially because our only points of contact in class have to do with the writing. We don't really get to hang out in the same way online, and tea provides that space.
It does vary a little bit in the sense of when you have 30 people in a room, in a physical room, you get these nice little pockets of conversation happening sort of organically. When you have 45 people, on a Zoom together, we've been utilizing the breakout rooms.
It's like all of a sudden you're in a room together with 3 people who you may never have talked to before. And there have been some really memorable moments there. A lot of course, there's sometimes awkwardness.
I will say the readings have been very interesting too.
With virtual, I've dressed up really well for it, and I have my roommate open the door for me, and I'll invite everybody into my living room, and I'll have a whole conversation with people as I begin, and then we go into the reading. And that has been a way to sort of make people feel like if we were having a reading in my apartment instead of having a reading on just a traditional virtual space.
On Zoom, we've really enjoyed utilizing the chat feature. While someone's reading, people will pick out a certain sentence or a certain word and just say, that was great, I liked this. And that's going on the chat while the person's reading, but it's not really in a distracting way. And it's in a really beautiful, supportive way. You don't really get that in an in-person reading as much.
I feel like a lot of people were seeing this as this misfortune, and it's horrible what's happening. But I started to really see it as an opportunity. What can I do that's different now?